Good evening, it's Blue Moon Goddess. And first of all, did you see the moon tonight? Yesterday was the full moon, but tonight, looking at it, I was driving home and it was so majestic. It looked like a perfect full moon tonight. And I'm in California, in LA County. So I don't know where you guys are, but the moon just was really inspiring tonight. Obviously, I love the moon. That's where I get my energy from. And I was doing a meditation this morning. Actually, I should have done it last night, but regarding the full moon meditation. And also, it's close to the new year. So, on a full moon, it's great to manifest. But I felt like I was communicating with the moon. And I heard strongly, it was almost like the whole universe is screaming at me, like, it's not the new year. And I was like, well, what does that mean? It just was like, it's not the new year. This is not the new year. So I do know that in the 1800s, our calendar changed. And so I did a little research afterwards and it was like, well, what would be the new year? I didn't finish the research, but I do know that it used to be on the 13-month calendar and it used to be every 28 days was a different month, which followed the pattern of the moon. It also follows the pattern of the divine feminine's period. And the divine femme, we relate to the moon. I mean, like the masculine is the sun and the femme is the moon. So I was like, okay, well, maybe that's why I'm hearing that as far as manifesting when you're in a divine connection with the universe and the moon and the sun. Maybe we should consider researching the actual new year. I don't know if it really matters, but it's something I'll look further into. Anyway, exhausted tonight. I feel a lot of heavy energies though, and which is what we do, like, because at least the calendar new year's coming and we have a tendency to look back at our lives, right, and plan and for the future, our, you know, the year ahead, and we always do it hopeful, very hopeful, and that especially if you didn't have a great year, you're like, I really want next year to be great. And this was a tough year for people. 2023, kind of across the board, was a tough year for a lot of people. It really was for me financially. And I also just lost my dad. He passed last month. My mom and dad were together for 56 years. They were soulmates. From the moment they met, they were almost inseparable. Like in their younger years, of course, they worked, and like any young relationship, it had a lot of ups and downs in the beginning. But their retirement years, they went to the store together. We would call them super codependent. My mom's like, I don't care. We were happy. So it's funny. The way we consider relationships now, like how many relationships last 56 years these days. Yeah, so it's been hard. It's a tough year. Ended hard for us in our family. For me, totally transformed my life this year. It kind of happened from the moment, obviously, I met my twin flame, but this year really just, I walked away from everything. I let everything go. Just felt a huge restlessness, unhappiness with everything. So I think I am more on my path now, but we'll see. I'm surrendering to the universe, to my higher self, and I do feel good. I do feel like I've embraced my true essence and my power, and developed really good habits like meditating, learning and allowing my spiritual awakening, learning and allowing my gifts and my powers and accepting it. And that's the main thing, and doing a lot of inner child work. So I am also looking forward to the new year, obviously. Anyway, pulled some cards before heading to bed. Didn't actually ask the question of universe. So after I pulled the cards, I was like, well, what's this about? And then I pulled up the Lovers card. So no surprise here. divine union type of reading. The first card I did pull was the Ten of Cups, which is like the happy family card. So, and I have it in the future position. And in the past, I have the Six of Wands. Sorry, I'm kind of out of breath. I just finished working out. And it's upside down, and it's personal transformation. That's exactly what happened with a lot of people this year. I normally, the upper row of cards, this deck I use for my Divine Masculine, and below Divine Feminine, only because to me that's just how they look. The ones below just look really feminine and they're beautiful. So I will go with the top deck being my Divine Masculine. I know that there's a lot of masculines that had to really work on stabilizing their finances this year, going through a lot of transition themselves. King of Swords is like head over heart. But that is not necessarily a bad thing in the masculine energy. It's for them clarity. And then to have the Ten of Cups afterwards, it's like for future, their clarity is leading them to their divine love. They're deciding and they're planning what they want for their future. And they want what we want. They want a happy life. They want a union. They want a family. Just because they're masculine doesn't mean that they don't want that, but they may not have shared it with the feminine. And as far as the feminine goes, you can see here the Chariot in the past, but I think this is the current past. It looks like a lot of movement here. Well, I think the divine feminine, for the most part, has really worked on herself this year. So, it looks like her power is coming from the sacral chakra, and making a lot of movement. Just that card is so powerful. I mean, just like fill into it. Look at how she's controlling the horses, all that power, all that motion. And that's what the divine feminine was doing this year. And then you have Nine of Emotions. Like here, it's like she's underwater, surrounded by jewels, and it's swirling around her, but she's not looking panicky. She's not looking victim. She's looking like she's literally loving her power in this. She showing power, looking really comfortable in it. And then it ends with a future card, Justice. And I think that's just, okay, what I'm feeling, what just came up right now is all her hard work is going to pay off, and she's going to feel like finally, like life is good. This is a great 2024 prediction reading, I suppose. All around, it's heavy love energy, heavy transition energy, and it looks like, and it feels like there's going to be some great outcomes, but I'm feeling like this is going to be early in the year, like literally January, February. This isn't like late in the year. This is like going to happen early in the year, because this work on both sides, the masculine and the feminine, has already happened. Like 2023 has been a lot of work, a lot of introspection for both polarities of the feminine and masculine, and there is going to be early reward, basically. Okay, that's all I have for tonight. Have a good night. If you resonate with this or like it, just give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.